Hmm. This new model looks smaller and the skulls are a bit, I would say, iffy, but outside that looks good. Oh, I'm filming? Greetings, mortals. I am Natus, one of the rulers of Hell, or specifically Manga Hell, and today we'll be reacting to the newest chapter of Black Clover, chapter 309, Blink. So yeah, let's get into this chapter. So the first page of this chapter has, I'm guessing, seeing Yuno's new grimoire opening and getting a bunch of new spells. Which I know, I believe there was actually an explanation that the four-leaf clover grimoires are gonna have like an easier time getting spells, but it's honestly gonna be very just a bunch of convenient spells. I can already tell. So yeah. Then we have more of a wide panel with Xenon standing with um, you language still in the top, and I guess I was completely somewhere else. Both on top, still spiked through, and then we have Xenon's close up and him thinking, be like, "What is this? Two grimoires? What in the?" And then we get a shot of him and getting two lasers right through his wing and half his face. Oh my god! Seriously? All right. Then we have Xenon be like, "What?" And yeah, there we get another wide panel where we see a weird shape and we see a bunch of stars coming through it. And now we just by look of the next page, I already know what we're getting. We're getting some exposition or history on the Spade Kingdom. Let's see if I can get some good exposition for us. The Spade Kingdom's royal family has unique magic that's been passed down through the generations. His father Lois had sun magic, his mother Ciel had moon magic, and the one who inherited their blood, Yuno Greenburial, has star magic. My god, is that the most like convenient magic type ever? No, I was predicting the next last chapter that was going to have snow magic. It made more sense in my opinion. Like King of Spade, and there's a snowy region. Snow makes sense. And yeah, I could give some snow magic some W's, considering in fact most of the characters with snow and ice-based magics are rather weak. So I would think that we find getting something like that, but nope. It's star magic. Although, something I have to ask. The Spade Kingdom's royal family has unique magic. Does this mean there's some inbreeding in there? Because Ciel had moon and Lois had sun and oh my god, it doesn't explain straight out what their magic types are, but is it like a thing? Because or is it like something is it, or maybe it's like at the very end of the line there are people with such unique magic types. I don't know really. It's honestly kind of a very weird concept. Like seriously, is it like far distant family relatives that get married, or what the heck's going on? So yeah. Anyways, then we get a shot of Xenon's face regenerating as he's like, "Yo." And then the next page where we see a bunch of stars over with him having bell in his hands, and then we get a close up of his face, of Yuno's face, and then Xenon's like, the son of the royals. Yep, Xenon finally realized that. Which, to be fair, there was nothing really to give him like any clues beforehand, but still, you would think someone like Xenon, or the very least how the fan base is building Xenon up, you'd think he would be aware of at this point. But I guess not. And then we have Isabel in Yuno's arms, and she's like, I finally feel like I've met the real Yuno. And she's completely flustered. Alright. I guess Belle always felt something weird about Yuno, but I guess this is just not being addressed. I'm not sure exactly what this is leading on to. Then we have Yuno look at Bell. He's like, but we cannot beat him with star magic alone. Work in charging up power inside me, Bell. And Bell's like, I'm on it. And there we go, into Spirit Dive. Alright, question. Do Black Clover characters have like a 100% heal when they get new transformation or new power-ups? Like, just out of curiosity, I got people like Broku, Anime Balls Deep, and all those guys. Can you tell me in the comments below if it has ever been explained why characters seem to go from beaten to a bloody pulp to new transformation and almost like full HP? Like, I mean, when hasn't shown any like healing powers, I'm not sure why he would be doing it now, but I guess he is. Then we have, I guess him, teleporting, Finra language to him. I don't know. They are just suddenly, Finra and language are just sitting in a wind boat right next to him. As he, was like, thanks to you two, I made it in time. Let me handle the rest. Go find a recovery mage and get yourselves healed. I really hope this isn't implying that with Star Magic is stronger than Xenon's. Oh my god. So, yeah, then we have Finra being like a 4-leaf Crow Grimoire and a second Grimoire? As Lance like, Lance is like, seriously, what are you? And then with a pretty confident smirk, is like the vice captain of the Golden Dawn, which reassures language, gives him a smile, and he's like, he's all yours. As we see the other two, I'm guessing leaving. I don't know. It just kind of cuts away from the two. I'm guessing they just teleport or something. Again, I'm not sure. Oh, it's kind of funny how the two went from being unconscious to immediately like waking up. Like, or is it like a time skip? So this is something I've been curious about. Is there like an explanation to why it feels like there are moments being cut? I mean, Vanika's battle was like the most obvious, where Vanika suddenly went from standing up to sitting in a chair with two generals, and then Lopa Chica being there out of nowhere. Like, is there a reason why? Because I don't think there was actually an explanation behind it. So yeah. Anyways, then we get like a bunch of those stars, like making like a sheet with then Xenon sends a bunch of his bones at and then those stars around him make this new spell called Star Magic Quartiles Quantum, which blocks Xenon's attacks, and Xenon looks at it a bit, and I guess uses his absolute spatial domination. That's not really absolute, since there are like 4 ways you can counter it. And that's not even going into people who actually just counter spatial magics. And yeah, they have, in that bubble. And it seems like was teleported away somewhere. Then we have Xenon being like, you have no way to escape my subspace. I guess that's a new spell, maybe. And then Yuno's like, Star Magic, Conjunction. And then he immediately like blips right in front of Xenon. Alright, did Xenon use this spell beforehand one time or something? Because I don't think he did. So yeah. So I'm not sure how Xenon would know how to counter this. And then we have, I'm guessing, Xenon be like he's teleporting between stars. And then we have explaining to us exactly what his pages are, these magic spells are, and he's like, these pages were engraved specifically so I could defeat you. Alright, was there like, how? I'm pretty sure Xenon didn't use subspace. Like, maybe I'm forgetting a technique, or maybe this is supposed to be like absolute domination, but I'm pretty sure this is like the first time Xenon's using a subspace. Like, maybe he used subspace in that previous chapter, but again, like, how is getting like these exact spells? There we have using Star Magic Quartile Hesta as it cuts right into Xenon. This one just seems to be like a big beam of light, and it cuts right through Xenon's this area. Again, and then we have be like, I'll prove that the choices I've made weren't wrong. We literally get a flashback to this beginning of this chapter or the end of last chapter, as we have him saying, I'll save everyone, save the kingdom, become the Wizard King. And oh my god, this is gonna be a probably very awesome battle when it comes to look of it, but everything else is just giving me a headache. And there is gonna be like, I want to crush you. And no, I'm not sure if he says that or he's just monologuing. Although to be fair, it could be either way in Black Clover at this point. As we see like this very more demonic face, this more like, I actually want to do something. Like usually Xena's more like uh type of guy, but now he's like, I wanna crush you. And then we finally have Xena remembering that he can shoot out more than a couple of tails with spikes, as we see him just sending an overwhelming number of bones, like just hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of bones. And the next panel is also that, where I guess we have just, blocking to them, as we see part of their faces being like, both of them thinking, I'm the one who's right. I am the one who will win. They're both thinking that we get an epic final clash between Xena and, which, aside from my problems with this, I love how this looks like. This looks like a very badass shot. And I'm really hoping, and this kind of builds up into an actual, like, battle between these characters. So, yeah, this is gonna be, I'm guessing, an amazing fight when it comes to art. But, yeah. Now, my criticisms of this chapter are pretty much like the same I was concerned about, like Xenon, well, getting this new Grimoire, and it's gonna be like a 100 change, the fact that Yuno is again fully healed, or at least seems to be fully healed, and just things I feel like they have been cut for some reason. Like, I understand there are some parts that just don't feel like they should have been, but still, like, I just don't feel like this should have happened, honestly. I'm hoping that someone comes and they interfere, like, not us, but maybe like someone else, like maybe Patry, or like some kind of like the last minute addition, like similar to Nozel against Magicula. I hope something like that happens because I really don't feel like Yuno should be able to beat Xenon, even with Star Magic, immediately, like seconds after he got it. That just feels forced to me. Or better yet, let's have it be interrupted. After all, we had like 3 fights in a row. This will be like, what, the 3rd fight in a row that's been like multi-chapters? Why not have some like interruption? Turning Dante into a giant fucking demon beast because he sacrificed everything to Lucifero? That is an interesting idea. After all, we haven't seen him in a while. But wishful thinking, let's hope it's probably just gonna be like a epic battle. It'll look epic as all hell. And the result will be probably the same, just beating Xenon. Maybe hopefully someone will come in the end to provide backup, but probably not. So yeah, anyways, I hope you liked my reaction to chapter 309 of Black Clover. I hope you leave a like, subscribe to this channel for more videos in the future. Tell me in the comments below also what do you think of this chapter. And all in all, with that said, I cannot wait to see all of you mortals next time. Goodbye.